Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. And today we will talk about the 6 sufferings of Bartholomew Kuma in the One Piece story.
すぎるあいつは P か
我がファミリーに盾つく者たちは
Most of which are only revealed in the latest chapters. In the beginning, Bartholomew Kuma was known as a cruel pirate who joined as a Shishibukai and almost pushed the Straw Hats to defeat. However, as time goes by, it is revealed that this man is a good person who has experienced several tragedies in his life. What is the list of suffering that Kuma experienced throughout his life? Here's the list. First, enslaved by a Tenryubito. Kuma's tragic fate began when he was little, because he and his father were thought to have blood from the buccaneer race. The Tenryubito captured both of them and made them slaves. He was often treated cruelly by Tenryubito when he was relatively young, starting from being used as a porter and being whipped until he cried. Tragically, Kuma also had to discover the fact that his mother had died and his father had been shot dead right in front of his eyes. Even in his adulthood, Kuma was again enslaved by a Tenryubito and was used as a riding horse after his body was transformed into a pacifista weapon. Number 2 is he didn't express his feelings for Genie because he was afraid of the suffering of his descendants in the future. After successfully escaping the God Valley incident, Kuma and Genie decided to live together. Even though they have to live simply, they feel very happy. When he was around 22 years old, Kuma proposed to Genie. Initially, Kuma felt happy when the girl proposed to him. However, when he remembered the suffering his parents had experienced, Kuma decided not to express his acceptance because he was afraid of the fate of his descendants in the future. Number 3. Always endures the pain of the person he treats every week. After successfully eating the Nikyu Nikyu Nomi, Kuma managed to gain an ability that allows him to remove pain from other people's bodies. This ability itself is used for good things, such as treating the elderly who visit the church where Kuma lives. However, there are consequences that Kuma must accept. He has to accept the bubble that is the accumulation of all the people's pain. If this is not done, the pain will return to the patient who Kuma healed. As a result, the man had to feel excruciating pain like that Zoro experienced in Thriller Band. The crazy thing is, if Zoro has only done it once, Kuma has felt it once a week. This proves how much endurance the bear man had. Number 4 is breaking up with Genie because of Tenryubito. The incident itself occurred at the end of chapter 1097. Where the Revolutionary Army received news that Genie had been captured to become the wife of one of the Tenryubito. Because of that, Kuma has been forcing himself since that incident, making Ivankov worried. They were only able to contact again after Genie was released due to a rare disease she was suffering from. Tragically, when Kuma managed to arrive at Genie's location, he found that the woman had died from a rare disease that caused her body to grow blue stones when exposed to sunlight. Number 5. His foster daughter had suffered from the same illness as Genie. After spending time with Genie, Kuma enjoyed his happiness while raising Bonnie with the elderly. However, tragedy struck again when it was discovered that Bonnie was starting to suffer from the same illness as her late biological mother. Because of this, Kuma was panicked and immediately closed all the light access to the church, such as windows and doors. He also decided to leave the Revolutionary Army group to care for Bonnie. Kuma also had to accept the reality when the doctor said that Bonnie's sapphire scale disease could not be treated with current treatment methods. Number 6. Used as material for pacifista experiments. As we know, the pacifista is a human weapon unit that is considered very strong because it has durability and laser attack power like Kizaru's strength. The unit itself was created because of Kuma's decision to volunteer himself to be the object of experimentation by Vegapunk. The problem is, this also makes him lose his own personality and potentially make himself an enemy of his colleagues. The worst scenario scenario was proven when he fought Ivankov during the war at Marineford. Therefore, Kuma made an agreement with Vegapunk so he could help guard the Thousand Sunny during the Straw Hat Crew's training period before his mind completely disappeared. This is the list of all the sufferings experienced by Kuma in the One Piece series. What do you think?